Hey everyone, it's Ken, and in this video, I'm going to do a review and walkthrough of Kuicklist. We'll go inside the members area, and I'm going to show you how it works. You'll see the OTOs, I'll give you my pros and cons, and I'll explain to you why you really need to pick up this interactive checklist software. And if that's not enough, I'm going to talk about a special custom bonus I'm offering up during this extremely short promotional period. Yes, that's right. Bonus! I'm one of a small handful of people in the entire online world who can give this unique bonus to you. So let's dive right in. Now, what is Kuicklist? Well, it's a cloud-based software that allows you to build custom, highly engaging checklists that you can give away as interactive lead magnets or even sell to make some extra money on the side. Now, obviously, you can also use these for your own business if you so choose. Now, checklists are not new by any stretch of the imagination. Kuicklist takes an old idea and modernizes it. By doing so, it solves one of the greatest problems faced by online marketers, and that is, what kind of lead magnet can I give away? Now, these are not just your run-of-the-mill lead magnets. Because they are interactive, your subscribers will keep coming back to them over and over again. That gives you the engagement you need. This puts you in a positive light because they now view you as someone who has given them true value. And while the old saying goes, the money is in the list, the new 21st century saying is, the money is in the engaged list. Now let's check out Kuicklist. I'm here on their sales page and I'm not going to spend much time on this. I just want to point one thing out about Kuicklist is that they have a 14-day money-back guarantee. Okay, it's not 30 days, guys. You need to pay attention to this. It's 14 days. Okay, so as soon as you get this, dive right in, start learning how to use it, then decide if this is something that you want to use in your business. But I'm pretty sure that if you're building a list or if you even have an email list, that you definitely want an engaged list, and Kuicklist is a solution that will help you attain that. Okay, so when you log into the members area, this is what you're going to see. This is the dashboard. Now you can see down here, there's a bunch of different folders down here. If you want to create a new folder, all you have to do is click on this button right here and you can create a new folder. And what that's going to do is going to help you to segment all of your lists. Okay, so if you're using this for a client or you're selling these lists and you want to keep everything organized, this is the way to do it. Now, we're going to go through the left-hand side here, the menu. They have integrations, so let's take a look at the integrations. When you click on that, you'll be able to see the different types of integrations they have with a number of email services, all the major ones right here. And they're adding more as well. They've even got integrations with the webinar services here, as well as other integrations down here. So very robust. I mean, you can use this and integrate it with almost anything because, again, who doesn't need a checklist, okay? So also too, let's take a look at the WordPress plugin. Pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to really talk much about it. But again, you're going to download this and you're going to install it on your WordPress. You do need an API key to connect your Kuicklist account with your WordPress website, okay? So go ahead and do that if you want to use the WordPress plugin. These are the bonuses right here. You can see them right here. I'm not going to go over these bonuses just because I already want to focus on the main product, the main star of the show, which is Kuicklist. And down here, help and support. Very important. You need to know where to go if you have any questions, and this is where you can go. Okay, so they have articles and they have videos that you can use to get some guidance using Kuicklist. But I think once you go through it, once you play around with it, you're going to see how intuitive it is. Okay, so let's go back into the main dashboard area and let's go ahead and let's open up one of these folders so you can see what it looks like inside. So you can see the visits, number of leads, the opt-in rate. Okay, you have a number of things you can do. You can edit these lists. Okay, so you can go in here and you can edit any part of this list that you want. And I'm going to just show you right here. Let's say if you wanted to change the title, you can go ahead and do that. You can make it public. You can remove the branding, but the branding is only removable if you have OTO number 1. Now, if you don't have OTO number 1, obviously this is not going to be available to you, but you're going to see what happens when I go back to this checklist. You're going to see that there is some branding there. Now, that is one of the reasons why I also added in my special custom bonus to OTO number 1, because not only are you going to be able to remove this branding, but you're going to get access to some pretty cool training, okay? Stuff that you cannot get anywhere else, that only I have access to, and we're opening it up to a lucky handful of people, okay? So you can edit the title if you want. You can edit the heading and subheading. One of the things that I really wish they would do is I wish they would allow a little bit more customization here on the heading and subheading, okay? I found that I don't think I could really center things and write justify and do a little bit more customization. It's a nitpicky thing, but still, you know, that's one thing. Hopefully they'll add that in at a later date. One of the cool things that I really like about this is that you can also embed videos or even hyperlinks, okay? So this really takes that boring old checklist, even the virtual ones now, the ones that maybe you pay somebody to make for you, this kicks it up a notch, okay? Because now we're in the big leagues. You can have a video, you can have a link. It just makes this whole thing interactive. And what we're trying to do here, or what you're going to be able to do here, is you're going to be able to create these interactive checklists that are going to be engaging. So people are going to come back to that checklist. They're going to spend time. They're going to associate you with value. And that's what you want, right? So the next time you email them, they're going to be like, hey, you know, Ken sent this to me. I really love it. And you know, he's dialed into all the stuff that's going to help me. So I'm going to open up his email and see what he's talking about. And that's the whole purpose of these types of checklists, is to provide value, okay? And you can go into the opt-in form here. Again, you can change various elements in here. There's a completion pop-up, okay? And it says right here, it says enabling this option will invoke a pop-up upon completing the checklist. Now this is very useful. This is a very useful feature. It allows you to offer a bonus, certificates, or any type of reward, or simply take the prospect to the next step. So this is something that's really cool, that if you want to enable that, you can go ahead and do that. Here we have the fonts and colors, so you can really change pretty much anything you want in the checklist, okay? So you can go ahead and customize that. You can see how extensive this stuff is. And again, here are the integrations. If you want a particular list to be connected to a particular, let's say, autoresponder, you can do that. You can even, if you're familiar with webhooks, you can do that as well. But they give you the opportunity to integrate with a whole bunch of different services. So this is a very versatile solution, a very versatile software that is really going to take checklists, boring old checklists from, you know, way back when, and we're taking this into the 21st century here, okay? You can even add footer links, okay? For some of you guys, you need to have your privacy policy and your terms and conditions in here. You need to have those things in there. So again, that's another way you can add that in there, another level of customization. Now you can change anything in here you want. So let's go ahead, let's click on that. So I can change the section if I want. If I want to change the title, I can. It's super simple to do. Even over here too, you can do this as well. You can change the title, but that's basically this right here, okay? This is the title right here. You can change that. You can add more to the description, and you can add, again, hyperlinks and video. This is so cool because now checklists are cool. Don't get me wrong. You can go through checklists and it'll help you get things done. But sometimes people get stuck because the written word can be misinterpreted. What better way to explain a concept by providing a video, right? Linking it to a YouTube video on how to do certain things, or to a Vimeo video, okay? Or something on Amazon S3, okay? You can even hyperlink it, right? You can hyperlink it to, let's say, a specific blog post that you want them to read, okay? So not only can this be a checklist, but I'm thinking you can even use this as maybe even a course, right? You want to walk somebody through a mini course on how to do something. You do the checklist, here's step 1, and you show them an example of what to do. I mean, it's so versatile. It's unbelievable. Now, if you want to, if you want to move these sections around, you can do that. Just click on that up down arrow, and now you can move things around, okay, if you want to do that. And it does it for you. And you can see it move that around. Okay, so it's pretty cool. I mean, I really can't say more than enough about how much I really like this product. I mean, I not only like it, I love it. I mean, I think it's really cool. For me, you know, someone who has a list, I mean, it's not a huge list, but that interaction is so important, and I can't think of a better way to have people coming back to a lead magnet. I mean, when you think about it, lead magnets can be kind of boring sometimes, right? I mean, sometimes people just get PLR, or they try to make some kind of cheat sheet or something, but this takes it to a whole new level. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking here, but I just want to show you right here. If you want to reorder the sections, you can click on that, and you can reorder the sections any way you want, and it does it for you on the fly. Okay, also too, if you want to add a section, you can. Now there are certain limitations to the front end product, okay, and in terms of adding sections. I know if you go to OTO number 1, then you're going to get unlimited sections, okay, with OTO number 1 and with the downsell. But again, if you want my special custom bonus, you got to go with OTO number 1. So if you look up here, they have the opt-in form and landing page, but I want to show you this right here before we head into that opt-in form and landing page. You can see right here, you can see how mobile responsive this is. Isn't that great? So now you don't have to worry about any special coding or anything like that to make this work. Everything is coded for you. All you have to do is add in the words and make the changes, okay? So very, very easy to use. Now let's check out the opt-in form here. You can see here's the opt-in form, pretty simple. If you want to integrate, let's say your autoresponder, you're going to go in here and you can go back to the integrations. You can add your email list integration right there, okay? So very, very simple. Let's go and take a look at the landing pages. These are pre-made landing pages. If you want to check out the templates, you can check them out over here. Okay, come with a bunch of templates over here that you can edit and customize to your liking, and they look very nice. I mean, if you're a beginner, I mean, to have a landing page, an opt-in form, and the checklist done for you, I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. Now, if you are a more experienced marketer, then you're probably going to want to use your own landing page builder. You're going to probably create your own opt-in form, right? And you're probably just going to use the checklist, and that's totally fine. So they give you that flexibility in order to do that. All right. So let's head back out. And you can see all the different statistics over here. Of course, if you want to publish this, you click on that and you can have it hosted on Kuicklist. You can have your own landing page. So if you want to copy this and paste that in, okay, you can do that. You can download the HTML. For those of you who are more on the techie side, you can do that. Here's the WordPress. So obviously you're going to have the plugin installed in order to, and connect it in order to publish it to your WordPress site. And they have HTML code that you can embed anywhere. Okay, so very, very versatile right there. If you want to clone it or duplicate it, you just click on here, okay, and you can publish it. If you want to start up a new checklist, you're just going to click on here, okay, and you're going to give your checklist a title. Let's say we'll call it hello, okay, and then now you can go ahead and you can choose a color theme, okay. You know, it's totally up to you. Let's go with this one right here. No, actually I like this one. So we'll go with that. Okay, and here it is right here. So this is where you can go in and you can edit, you can add more sections, you can do pretty much whatever you want, okay? You can add more sections by doing that and add in another one. You can reorder the sections if you want, okay? And see down here, here's the Kuicklist branding, and this disappears when you purchase OTO number 1. So that's something that you need to do as well. Now, also too, what you want to check out is, let me go back here. Check out their pre-made checklist right here. These are the templates that come with it. You're going to see the ones that have stars on here. These are more the premium ones. Okay, so you're going to have to upgrade in order to get those. But the ones that don't have these stars, or these stars, these are crowns. The ones that have the crown, don't have the crowns. These are the ones that you can access. Okay, so if you're stuck and you can't create your own, then you can go in here to get ideas. So for instance, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Things to contemplate before you send an email campaign. So you're going to copy this to that account. And you can see right here. Here it is right here. Here's the one that I tried to make on my own, but obviously I didn't have any elements to add in there. But here's one that's already pre-done. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. You can see right here. Now again, you can go in here and you can edit the fonts and colors. Okay, like this background color a little too bright. Let's go ahead and change that, okay? And then let's go ahead and save it, okay? I just want to show you what it can do, okay? So I like this blue, it looks really, really nice. So that's how easy it is to get started using Kuicklist. Now let's talk about my custom bonus. This is an extremely exclusive bonus that I, along with a handful of other people in the entire world, are authorized to offer you. So for those of you who pick up OTO number 1, that's OTO number 1 now, not the downsell, you will be invited to attend a Digital Nomad Group drop-in session. Now I'll be going over OTO 1 and the rest of the sales funnel in just a minute. But if you want to head over to the sales page to grab your copy, click on the button or link below. This is only available during this promotional period, which ends on November the 2nd. Now this drop-in session costs $60. And the last one we did sold out in 26 minutes. It's way more valuable than $60 though. So if you're wondering what the Digital Nomad Group is, let me tell you. It's a high-ticket coaching group that I belong to. Now, I attend these bi-weekly and monthly sessions to learn from my coach, Philip Barrowman, the tactics and strategies that have helped me to make over $12,000 in my first year as a student. And once you've attended a Digital Nomad Group drop-in session, you will also get access to the previous D&G session. So it's the bonus that keeps on giving. So let's quickly go over the sales funnel. The front end price of Kuicklist ranges from $37 to $67. And this is on what they call a dime sell. So if you're not familiar with that, with every purchase of the front end product, the cost will increase. Okay, so it'll increase until it gets to $67. So if you want to get this at the lowest possible price, you need to act fast. Okay, now OTO number 1 is called the Pro Power Pack, and this costs $99, or you can get it for 2 payments of $57. And what OTO number 1 does is it adds VA sub users, it removes the branding, it gives you unlimited sections, webhooks, plus public checklists. You can clone or duplicate an available checklist to your account. This is great for reselling these as a service for profits. Now, OTO number 1, this is what's tied to my special custom bonus. So if you want that invite to a D&G drop-in session, then you need to jump on OTO number 1. All right. Now, downsell number 1. This is called the Light Power Pack. And this costs $67. And what this does is it removes the branding, gives you unlimited sections, and gives you webhooks plus public checklists. OTO number 2 is the Template Club. And this is $19.97 per month. So keep that in mind. It's a monthly cost, or you can get it for $99 a year. And it's a template club. You're going to get 25 done for you templates to start. And then each month you're going to get 5 to 10 new interactive digital list building checklists, okay, and in various niches. Do I think this is necessary? I really don't think so. I mean, you really can do this on your own, all right? So I really don't think that the template club is necessary, but if it's something that you want, then totally go for it. Downsell number 2 is called Just the Templates, and for $67 you will get 25 done for you templates. Now let's go over my pros and cons. First, the pros. Kuicklist is easy to use and set up. It has a wide range of integrations available, from autoresponders to webinar software, even to chatbots. It's all in one. Okay, it includes a landing page, an opt-in form, and the checklist, of course. It's very beginner friendly. And so having these options makes it easier for the beginner to start building a list. And more advanced marketers will just use a checklist alongside their own landing page builders. So it's quite flexible. Kuicklist provides value to your subscribers. I mean, really, who doesn't need a list? Okay. Kuicklist helps to build a positive bond with your audience. Why? Because they have to keep coming back to the list, and your lead magnet is now totally custom, which makes it even more valuable. Kuicklist allows you to add videos or hyperlinks, so it's great if you're creating a course. And there's multiple ways to implement this. You can use their hosting, they have a WordPress plugin, they even have code that you can embed. Kuicklist is versatile, so you can use it with clients, you can use it as a lead magnet, you can sell them as a service, or if you just want to use it for yourself, you can use it that way as well. And lastly, it is mobile responsive, so it works on multiple devices. All right, so let's talk about the cons. I really had a hard time kind of coming up with some cons with regards to Kuicklist. I really think this is an awesome software. But if I had to nitpick, these are the two things that I would come up with. Number one, coming up with ideas on your own. They give you suggestions and you can join the template club, but sometimes the template club stuff might not pertain to your particular niche. Okay. So you're going to have to do your own research. You're going to have to find the information and you're going to have to apply that to Kuicklist. So I see that as a con. Also to the branding, the Kuicklist branding. Okay. If you buy the front end, you're going to have that branding label down at the bottom. Okay. But you can get rid of that if you purchase OTO number 1 or downsell number 1. However, if you want my special custom bonus, you're going to have to get OTO number 1. Believe me, it is worth it to get OTO number 1 in order to get the access to our digital nomad group drop-in session. It is worth the price of admission. Okay, you're going to get more value out of that and see how, or at least see the training that I go through that has helped me build my online business. So there you have it, my review of Kuicklist. It's the perfect way to build interactive checklists to give away as lead magnets to build engagement with your audience. And you can even sell these to make some side money. And when you grab OTO number 1 during this short promotional period, you'll get access to a digital nomad group drop-in session. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in my next video.